Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are preparing for your CCNA certification, you are in the right place. In this video, we are going to challenge your knowledge with real CCNA multiple choice questions covering everything from networking fundamentals to IP addressing, routing, and more. Whether you are just starting out or reviewing before your exam, these questions will help you test your skills, spot your weak areas, and build your confidence. Make sure to pause the video and try to answer each question before I reveal the answer. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. So without wasting the time, let's get started. Our first question is, a frame that enters a switch fails the frame check sequence. Which two interface counters are incremented? Choose two options. The options are option A, input errors. Option B, frame. Option C, Janes. Option D, CRC. Option E, runs. The correct options are option A and option D. Next question. In which way does a spine and leaf architecture allow for scalability in a network when additional access ports are required? Option A, a spine switch and a leaf switch can be added with redundant connections between them. Option B, a spine switch can be added with at least 40 GB uplinks. Option C, a leaf switch can be added with connections to every spine switch. Option D, a leaf switch can be added with a single connection to a core spine switch. Option C is the correct answer. Next question. When configuring IPv6 on an interface, which two IPv6 multicast groups are joined? Choose two options. The correct the correct options are options D and option E. Next question. How do to, how do TCP and UDP differ in the way that they establish a connection between two endpoints? The options are option A. TCP uses the three-way handshake and UDP does not guarantee message delivery. Option B. TCP uses synchronization packets and UDP uses acknowledgement packets. Option C. UDP provides reliable message transfer and TCP is a connectionless protocol. Option D. UDP uses SYN, SYN ACK and FIN bits in the frame header while TCP uses SYN, SYN ACK and ACK bits. The correct answer is option A. Next question. Which frame type is association response? The options are option A, management, option B, protected frame, option C, action, option D, control. Option A, management is the correct answer. Next question. Which command automatically generates an IPv6 address from a specified IPv6 prefix and MAC address of an interface? Option A, IPv6 address DHCP. Option B is the correct answer. Next question. What identifies the functionality of virtual machines? Option A. The hypervisor communicates on layer 3 without the need for additional resources. Option B. Each hypervisor supports a single virtual machine and a single software switch. Option C. The hypervisor virtualizes physical components including CPU, memory, and storage. Option D. Virtualized servers run efficiently when physically connected to a switch that is separate from the hypervisor. The correct answer is option C. Next question. What is the default behavior of a layer 2 switch when a frame with an unknown destination MAC address is received? The options are option A. The layer 2 switch forwards the packet and adds the destination MAC address to its MAC address table. Option B. The layer 2 switch sends a copy of a packet to CPU for destination MAC address learning. Option C. The layer 2 switch floods packets to all ports except the receiving port in the given VLAN. Option D. The layer 2 switch drops the received frame. Option C is the correct answer. Next question. An engineer must configure set the subnet between two routes which usable IP address and subnet mask combination meets this criteria. Option D is the correct answer for this question. Next question. Which IPv6 address type provides communication between subnets and cannot route on the internet? Option A. Link local. Option B. Unique local. Option C. Multicast. Option D. Global unicast. Option B. Unique local is the correct answer for this question. Next one. Which network allows devices to communicate without the need to access the internet? Subscribe for more practice questions and don't forget to comment and share. Option B is the correct answer for this question. Let's move on to the next one. What are two reasons that cause late collisions to increment on an Ethernet interface? Choose two options. The options are option A. When carrier sends multiple access or collision detection is used. Option B. When one side of the connection is configured for half duplex. Option C. When the sending device waits 15 seconds before sending the frame again. Option D. When a collision occurs after the 30-second byte of a frame has been transmitted. Option E. When the cable length limits are exceeded. The correct options are option B and option E. Let's move on to the next question. Which IPv6 address block sends packets to a group address rather than a single address? Option D is the correct answer. Next question. What is the benefit of using a Cisco wireless LAN controller? Option A. It eliminates the need to configure each access point individually. Option B. Central AP management requires more complex configurations. Option C. Unique SSIDs cannot use the same authentication method. Option D. It supports autonomous and lightweight APs. Option A is the correct answer. Next question. Which protocol does a router use to find the best path to a destination? Option A. ARP. Option B. DNS. Option C. Routing protocol. Option D. DHCP. Option C. Routing protocol is the correct answer. Next question. Which action is taken by switch port enabled for PoE power classification override? Option A. If a monitored port exceeds the maximum administrative value for power. The port is shut down and disabled. Option B. When a power device begins drawing power from a PoE switch port, a system log message is generated. Option C. As power usage on a PoE switch port is checked, data flow to the connected device is temporarily paused. Option D. If a switch determines that a device is using less than the minimum configured power, it assumes the device has failed and disconnects it. Option A is the correct answer. Next question. Which function does the range of private IPv4 addresses perform? Option A allows multiple companies to each use the same addresses without conflicts. Option B provides a direct connection for hosts from outside of the enterprise network. Option C ensures that NAT is not required to reach the internet with private range addressing. Option D enables secure communications to the internet for all external hosts. The correct answer is option A. Next question. Which action must be taken to assign a global unicast IPv4 address, IPv6 address on an interface that is derived from the MAC address of that interface? Option A. Explicitly assign a linked local address. Option B. Disable the EUI 64-bit process. Option C. Enable SLAAC on an interface. Option D. Configure a stateful DHCP v6 server on the network. Option C is the correct answer for this question. Let's move on to the next one. What does the TTL field in an IP packet do? Option A defines the packet's priority. Option B indicates encryption type. Option C prevents infinite looping of packets. Option D specifies packet size. Option C is the correct answer. Next question. What occurs to frames during the process of frame flooding? Option A. Frames are sent to all ports, including those that are assigned to other VLANs. Option B. Frames are sent to every port on the switch that has matching entry in MAC address table. Option C. Frames are sent to every port on the switch in the same VLAN except from the original port. Option D. Frames are sent to every port on the switch in the same VLAN. Option C is the correct answer. Next question. Which command sets an IP address on a router interface in Cisco IOS? Option A set IP address. Option B IP address. Option C assign IP. Option D configure IP. Option B IP address is the correct answer. Next question. Several new coverage cells are required to improve the Wi-Fi network of an organization. Which two standard designs are recommended? Choose two options. Option A. A 5G headset provides increased network capacity with up to 23 non-overlapping channels. Option B. 5G headset channel selection requires an autonomous access point. Option C. Cells that overlap one another are configured to use non-overlapping channels. Option D. Adjacent cells with overlapping channels use a repeated access point. Option E. For maximum throughput, the WLC is configured to dynamically set adjacent access points to the channel. Choose two options. Please let me know the answer in the comment section. Let's move on to the next question. What is the default administrative distance of a static route? Option A 1, option B 90, option C 110, option D 120. Option A1 is the correct answer. Next question. What are two differences between optical fiber cabling and copper cabling? Choose two options. Option A BNC connector is used for fiber connections. Option B, the glass core component is encased in a cladding. Option C, the data can pass through the cladding. Option D, light is transmitted through the core of the fiber. Option E, fiber connects to physical interfaces using RJ45 connections. The correct answer option B and option D. Next question. Which device operates at layer 2 of the OSI model? Option A router, option B switch, option C firewall, option D repeater. Next question. How does CAPWAP communicate between an access point in local mode and a WLC? Option A. The access point must not be connected to the wired network as it would create a loop. Option B. The access point must be connected to the same switch as the WLC. The access point must directly connect to the WLC using a copper cable. Option D. The access point has the ability to link to any switch in the network, assuming connectivity to the WLC. Option D is the correct answer. Next question. What is the purpose of the ARP protocol? Option A. Resolve IP addresses to domain names. Option B. Assign IP addresses to devices. Option C. Resolve MAC addresses to IP addresses. Option D. Resolve IP addresses to MAC addresses. Option D is the correct answer. Next question. Which IPv6 address block forwards packets to a multicast address rather than a unicast address? Option D is the correct answer. Next question. What is the difference regarding reliability and communication type between TCP and UDP? Option A. TCP is reliable and is a connectionless protocol. UDP is not reliable and is an connection-oriented protocol. Option B. TCP is not reliable and is a connectionless protocol. UDP is reliable and is a connection-oriented protocol. Option C. TCP is not a reliable and is a connection-oriented protocol. UDP is a reliable and is a connectionless protocol. Option D. TCP is reliable and is a connection-oriented protocol. UDP is not reliable and is a connectionless protocol. The correct answer is option D. Next question. Which of the following is a private IP address? Option B is the correct answer. Next question. Which command is used to view the current configuration on a Cisco router? Option A show run, option B show config, option C display current, option D show settings. Option A show run is the correct answer. Next question. How do TCP and UDP differ in the way they provide reliability for delivery of packets? Option A. TCP does not guarantee delivery or error checking to ensure that there is no corruption of data. UDP provides message acknowledgement and retransmits data if lost. Option B. TCP provides flow control to avoid overwhelming a receiver by sending too many packets at once. UDP sends packets to the receiver in a continuous stream without checking. Option C. TCP is a connectionless protocol that does not provide reliable delivery of data. UDP is a connection-oriented protocol that uses sequencing to provide reliable delivery. Option D. TCP uses windowing to deliver packets reliably. UDP provides reliable message transfer between hosts by establishing a three-way handshake. Option B is the correct answer for this question. Next, move on to the next question. Which layer of the OSI model is responsible for path determination and logical addressing? Option A, data link. Option B, network. Option C, transport. Option D, physical. Option B, network is the correct answer. Next question. What are two descriptions of three-tier network topologies? Choose two options. Option A, the distribution layer runs layer 2 and layer 3 technologies. Option B, the network core is designed to maintain continuous connectivity when devices fail. Option C, the access layer manages routing between devices in different domains. Option D, the core layer maintains wide connections for each host. Option E, the core and distribution layers perform the same functions. The correct options are option A and option B. Next question. What does the OSI model stand for? Option A, Open Source Interconnect. Option B, Open Systems Interconnection. Option C, Online System Integration. Option D, Operational System Interface. Option B, Open Systems Interconnection is